Tony Kroos. Isco has options. Kroos is with him. Isco with the dancing feet. He went for the deceit.
Isco again with the skill. Busquets feeling the effects of that challenge from Casemiro. Vidal, the right back. Previously a piece.
Well, the favourite would always be Lionel Messi, surely. For most players on the planet, you'd say an impossible angle. But it's Messi standing over the ball. He goes for it. He almost gets it. You could see Navas half expecting something like that.
She was just over the crossbar. Didn't really ever look as if it was going to get down quick enough to beat the Real Madrid goalkeeper.
Kovacic. Varane. Albert with a disappointing cross. Titi and Piqué, I'm sure, trying to split the Real defence. It appeared to be a handball from Piqué, and if it was deliberate, the referee, will caution him. It's a very soft handball from Piqué.
Tries to palm it.
Here's Marcelo. Oh, it gets the space on Vidal. It's a necessary header. Right, it is 10 o'clock kick-off UK time on Wednesday on the Sky Sports Football channel. It allows the capital to cool down. It's around 40 degrees in Madrid at the moment. Casemiro! Looking for the element of surprise, but no cap. There's Delafeo. Hasn't yet blended with Messi and Suarez. Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Tight. Messi's there. Brave, decisive save from Navas.
From Barcelona, isn't it, opening up that space? It's a wonderful pass from Iniesta. Jordi Alba, without breaking stride, run onto it. Trying to cut it back first time to Lionel Messi.
Well, it's enthralling for the football purists. It's a defensive masterclass from both teams so far. Suarez, Rakitic, Suarez. Oh, little confusion in the Real Madrid defences. Barcelona's off him, gives Isco space. Oh, it's a great save from Ter Stegen. Pure reflex after Gareth Bale whisked it in.
It's a snapshot from Gareth Bale. And Isco causing all sorts of problems. Now backing into his own penalty area, not giving too much help from any of his teammates in terms of defending one against Isco.
Heads up, and Titi climbs highest. Gerard Delafeo. Full steam ahead, Carvajal only half stopped him. Puts it into the danger area. And starts something. Gareth Bale beaten in the race by Gerard Piqué. Here's Ter Stegen.
Your player surrounding him whenever he gets the opportunity to get turned on the ball, face the goal, look to take the defence on.
That may be an incident which in a couple of years' time would go to the video assistant referee up in the grandstand. To take a long lingering look at that again. Of course, on the Barcelona team, they've got Delafeo, whose goal in that experimental game counted, thanks to the assistant video referee, the VAR. Isco, and Titi. Marcelo. Ramos. Benzema. Very well marked by Jordi Alba. Nice step over from Carvajal. Forces off Delafeo. It's a big ask of Delafeo as well, because A lot of Evertonians telling me in his days at Goodison Park he was never really a 90-minute man. The number of times he was withdrawn towards the end of the match. And he's having to put a shift in down this left-hand side. Tony Kroos with a corner. Kicks it well away from the keeper, but not Piqué. Busquets. Sharpest mind down there is Isco. Now Marcelo. Piqué! Never out of the headlines in a Clasico, but it's a negative headline for Gerard Piqué. Something he never wanted to do, and that is score for Real Madrid.
It's good decisive attacking play from Real Madrid. Both teams have had success with getting players into positions around the byline. Of course, no surprise to see Marcelo getting into that position. Nice pass from Isco. Just times the pass well. Isco takes it, the touch, and places it into the path of Marcelo. Who knows if he hits it across in that position in the 6-yard box with a bit of power, it's going to cause the defenders all sorts of problems, and that's exactly what happens. To their pleasure. Real sees inside. Real Madrid go.
Referee. There's Rakitic. Now Messi caresses the ball to Rakitic. Flying down the right hand side is Vidal. Carvajal steps over it. Chance for Deulofeu. Oh, and it was 1 footstep away from Lionel Messi.
A good reaction from Barcelona to going a goal behind. It's not the pace in terms of tempo in attack. Vidal with the first cross initially to try and find Messi. Deulofeu again.
Well, that's the moment he dreamed about all of his life, Gerard Deulofeu, the Barcelona supporter who's made the first team in his first Clasico, a chance to score.
He's looking to pass it across the box, isn't it? Across the 6-yard box to Lionel Messi. Any attempt on goal with the power, with the curl, the right-footed player coming in from the left. It'll be more dangerous. It looks like he tries to pick out Lionel Messi. He couldn't get the touch. Side of the fullback. He's been reluctant to do that tonight.
Marcelo. So much space. Bends him up. Draws Piqué, puts it across. Carvajal! How did that not go in? A remarkable clearance. As Barcelona was so stretched. All the people leading the charge. He's frequently taken out of the firing line. And he's going to rest his legs, and Ronaldo will go into the centre forwards position. A warm welcome for Cristiano Ronaldo. Or is that a warm welcome for Cristiano Ronaldo? Or is that fiery?
That's music to his ears.
Barcelona do have one vacant position in the starting 11. Last year they experimented with a number of players. Deulofeu was replaced by Denis Suarez. A former Manchester City man replacing a former Everton man.
Yep, and unfortunately for Deulofeu, didn't really make an impact in the game. It's to say he didn't grab his opportunity.
Whisked away. Suarez! A necessary fear in the hearts of Barcelona. And around the capital and on the treadmill. It's a little bit different when you're down there on the lush surface of the Camp Nou. And of course the Bernabeu on Wednesday. Messi! Almost knocks the head off Varane. And Suarez stands his ground. He's got a chance. Oh, Busquets. Now there's the stay-at-home defender. Vidal. Easy for Marcelo. There's a sly handball there by Rakitic. Not seen by the referee. Messi. Brilliant save, brilliant second save from Keylor Navas. Oh, that would have been a controversial moment. This is Luis Suarez, looking for Lionel Messi. Messi tries to go through the legs. Luis Suarez is there, and the referee has a big decision to make, as there's a collision between Keylor Navas and Suarez, and the delegation of Real Madrid is falling on the deaf ears of Senor Bengochea. In the years to come, they'll look to a man in the stand to make this decision. The referee has to go with his instincts and what his assistant, who's blinded on the far side, tells him. Did Suarez ride that? Was he anticipating it?
Well, Suarez gets the first touch. He's anticipating the contact. He's on his way down. I think there is contact from Keylor Navas. Navas throws himself full length. Suarez gets the first touch. He does catch his ankle. It's one of those where experienced strikers, gamesmanship, they leave their leg dangling. They hope there's contact from the goalkeeper. Suarez knows he's not going to get the attempt on goal. He's been driven away from the goal. It's going to go off for a goal kick. And they just hope the goalkeeper lunges in, makes some sort of contact. And then the referee has a decision to make. It's gone in Barcelona's favour.
Terry Gibson, paid up member of the Strikers Union. The goalkeeper's out there will be saying that he made the most of it.
Oh, he definitely made the most of it. He leaves his leg at the angle where if Navas is going to touch it, it's going to bring him down.
Lionel Messi in the Clásico extends his record of scoring in this magical fixture. Messi on the spot. Ball through, Suarez. Oh, and Denis Suarez was one stride away from putting Barcelona ahead. Joins him. Brilliant tackle from Dani Carvajal. Here's Isco. Has Cristiano Ronaldo still got the legs? Yes, look at him fly. Moves inside Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! He's in good shape.
That's typical, absolutely brilliant. Turning defence into attack, Real Madrid, in the blink of an eye. And you wondered whether Ronaldo still had the pace to get away from Gerard Piqué. He did. And he's just waiting. You know exactly what he's going to do. Takes the touch. Here we see Barcelona in the attack. Rakitic misses the chance to take on the shot. And immediately Real Madrid break. Ronaldo into Isco. Return pass. And from here, it's a clear sight and goal for Ronaldo as it cuts inside on his right foot. The power, the accuracy, right into the top corner. To stay behind you, Cristiano. He was booked for taking his shirt off, and now he's been booked in the eyes of the referee for taking a dive. And then we do see a quite significant push by Ronaldo on the referee. It's been action-packed, hasn't it? Okay, on with 60 minutes gone. A bit of everything from Ronaldo.
Well, 2 yellow cards and a goal. He thought he'd won the penalty. He turned around and Titi certainly made a contact with him. Ronaldo's legs gave way. He may argue in his defence that his momentum took him over.
Well, he will argue in his defence. I think there's sufficient contact there from Titi. If doesn't make any contact with the ball. Ronaldo is goal side of the Barcelona defender. There's a push on the back, and you see the push from Ronaldo on the referee.
Jordi Alba. Roberto. Vidal. Busquets. Alba. Titi. Messi steps over. Suarez tries to go through Carvajal. Dogged defending by Vasquez. Vasquez has support from Asensio. Maybe not quite the dynamic run of Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, but he gets the finish of Ronaldo! Well, last season a star was born in Asensio, and this young man is something special. A Clásico goal for Marco Asensio. Only 21 years of age. Take a note of that name.